What's up, you guys? So, yesterday, even though Tia Mowry was in the headlines regarding her divorce, it was actually a really big day for Tamera Mowry, who released her memoir, You Should Sit Down for This, a memoir about life, wine, and cookies. I purchased the audiobook and I was able to listen to it while I went about my life yesterday. And I want to share with you something that Tamera shares in the book regarding her working on the Real Talk Show. But first, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, then make sure you subscribe if you like this type of content and hit the bell so that you'll never miss a video. Okay, so Tamera does share a whole lot about her life and career in the book. So I'm probably going to have to do a couple of these video book reviews to cover the hot topics that she mentioned. But I want to start with some things she shared about the reel since I did cover the reel on my channel. So in the book, she says working on the reel was, quote, one of the unhappiest times of my life. I suffered horrible anxiety. I'd throw up in my dressing room. I drank way too much. And every single day I was confronted with a fresh new version of hellish histrionics. So basically, what looked like a fun job to a lot of us watching wasn't actually fun for her. And things going on behind the scenes actually had her drinking way more than usual, and she was so anxious that she was throwing up in her dressing room between shows. She also talks about how she would even throw up on Sundays just knowing that she had to return to work on Monday. In her book, she calls them scary Sundays, and she gives a scenario of her throwing up on a Sunday as she's packing and preparing to fly to LA to film the reel on Monday. She says, "Oh no, Tamera, you're not going to throw up from nerves again. You are a grown woman with responsibilities and you need to get over yourself and go to work. Your family can manage the week without you." And she goes on to explain how she would still throw up even after trying to talk herself down and calm her anxiety like that. She would still throw up. And she says part of the issue making her throw up was her anxiety regarding flying in a tiny commuter plane from Napa to LA to film the reel. But the other part was the constant pressure of filming a talk show where she had to share her personal life and beliefs with the audience. Then a subset of the audience would criticize her personal life and her personal beliefs. She says as an actress, she had experienced plenty of scrutiny, but it was different being scrutinized for her real life choices and her real personal beliefs. And even though she's grateful for the NAACP Awards and Emmy Award that she won from hosting the reel, she's still listed as one of the unhappiest times of her life, which to me is shocking to hear. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about Tamera sharing that being on the reel was one of the unhappiest times of her life. And let me know if you're going to read or listen to her new memoir. I personally recommend the audiobook because the way she reads it is really entertaining. So I recommend listening to it. But leave a comment and let me know if you'll be reading it or listening to it. And as always, thanks for watching.